Good morning, everyone. Look at the weather today. No sunshine for Florida. We've had a really overcast fall. Normally our fall weather is crystal clear skies for days and days and days and days. We get maybe 2 or 3 days of clear skies, then we get 2 or 3 days of this, which is not the norm here. All right, I gotta tell you, I cheated again. I just couldn't resist. Look at that, guys. We got, now I may not name them in the right order, but we got endive? No, arugula. That's arugula. This is like a butter crunch, I think. I'm not sure. This is a red leaf lettuce. And then one of these are romaine. So it's either this is the romaine or that's the romaine. So we did get some lettuce out here. And Allie's been helping me out really hugely. She's watered these in 2 days in a row now for me. Now from here, if we get rain, I won't have to water. But look at this, guys. I found a lot of caterpillars on these yesterday. So we collected them and fed them to the chickens, but we're getting there. Those still aren't doing well. There's a few that aren't doing well, and I think it's just the caterpillar pressure. Look what I got. Another garden getting ready to go. Boom! Gotta love it. Now we still need to get more block and take it up a second layer, but we're going to be chasing some of the free compost, and we're going to start filling it with compost. We're just going to do it. This waiting and hoping things change and stuff isn't happening, so we just got to get up and just do it. I got some cabbage. I bought 6 cabbage. The collard greens are doing fantastic. Look at these collard greens. They're young, but they're doing good. Not too many things like to nibble on collard greens. There's a few holes here and there, but not too much to worry about. I do want to do some research, and I want to plant one of these 8-foot actually, yeah, I think they're about 8 foot by 4 foot gardens into a rabbit garden. So we have fresh greens for these rabbits, because we've been picking whatever we can find out through here and in the woods, and we want to really up their nutrition level since we're going to be eating them. And another good report. Look, guys, look how precious. Yes, we have flowers on the beans, and look at here. See all those nuggets? Yes, I've been working on getting some rabbit manure spread underneath the plants. I'm not dumping it on the leaves. And right now there is no food grown, it's just flowers, so I'm totally safe doing this. And we also did add the, like a compost tea. It was rabbit manure and the blood from the chicken butchering. We watered it down. There was barely that much in the bucket, and I filled the bucket about 3/4 of the way, and then we watered this in, and we watered the collard greens in. So we did use that. Hopefully it'll benefit us. And we have, yes, more nuggets, but we're getting radishes. Look at that, guys. There's a radish. There ain't many, but I'm excited for the ones we have. Celebrate the wins and move forward from the failures. That's what you got to do. So things are happening. We did move. This is our hay right here. Oop, gotta get this camera up. This is our hay. We're getting ready to bring another round in for the winter. So that'll be happening probably any day right now. Jim re-injured a knee. We don't know if it's just he overdid things and his knee is gone out. Because this morning his knee feels a little bit better. But for 2 days, he's been down with his knee. And this is the chicken tractor that him and I built together. And it's empty. That's one less chicken tractor I'm chasing in the morning for feeding. But it's ready for a broody hen. It's ready to raise up more chicks. It's ready for whatever. I could even put rabbits in this just by simply putting a 1-inch by 1-inch wire floor in it. I could then run rabbits in this as well. So it's very versatile for reuse. Heck, if I had a deer problem, I could take the white sheeting off. I could even put this over a garden. Right now we have no deer pressure. I'm sure that'll change as winter comes in. But by that time, I would think that those would be covered for frost. I'm a little winded. I did all the chores this morning because Jim is down with his knee, so it does get me a little winded. But yeah, that's where we're at today. It's so exciting to see food growing. I can't even tell you. Now, what are we gonna do with this pasture, guys? I really need to get a mower working. Between you and I, Jim caught my little push mower on fire, trying to get started. He overdid something and it went up in flames. So that's not an option. So we're gonna have to find either a used riding mower or I get a chicken, fence in the chickens in here and let them work this down. Chickens will literally clear this pasture for me, but it also puts them in a very vulnerable position because of overhead predators. Because under these trees, the predators typically will not fly into the canopy here, but this has no canopy. So this puts them at a risk for predation, which I'm not sure I'm willing to go there yet. You see, it's not horrible. I mean, we got time. I could even run some goats in here, but goats really don't care for the ferns, but they would eat. Let me show you some of this invasive stuff. It's crazy, some of the stuff we have here. Of course, we have the grapes. The goats would love to eat those grapes. And look at all of them. But then we have these invasive vines. I don't know what these are, but if you know, let us know. Look at them. And the thorns, oh my gosh. Let me see if I can show you the thorns without getting stuck. Look at the thorns on these. But the goats will eat these, which is crazy. I can hear wildlife moving in there. We do have a family of armadillos that run through here. We still haven't untied the solar panels. We're going to have to because it's soon time to start angling them up a little bit because the sun is riding this horizon now. Guineas can fly. Yes, they can. Come on, guineas. 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 For some reason, when they're out in this open pasture, they alarm a lot, and I'm not sure why. You'll see, they'll be over here for a few minutes. They're hunting grasshoppers and stuff. And then all of a sudden, they'll alarm and they'll take off back into the pine canopy here. But they also hear a female, because the neighbor back here has a female, and she's calling lately. So, if they want to bring her home, they better invite her here. I don't want them leaving. All right, guys. It's never done here. We all know a homestead's an ongoing project, and I have so many ideas, but we have limited resources and limited bodies. Our bodies are getting old. We're both in our late 50s now, so this becomes harder every day. But we're determined to do it as long as we possibly can, especially with the homestead animals. I couldn't go without animals. My boy there. What are you sniffing? Huh? And we did work on the shed. Let me show you what we got going on the shed here. We ran out of TVAC. And if you remember last winter, I used the feed bags to winterize my goat shelters because we always let some airflow in the goat shelters for health reasons, as well as to keep the shelters from getting hot in the summer. So those are all open, but we did the same concept. We had one little piece of TVAC left. The 9-foot length wrapped completely around, as you can see. And then Allie and I, my granddaughter and I, hung these to close in because the next 3 days is rain, rain, rain. And then we also did one more thing here. We're starting to get a floor. Look at that, guys. We have some work to do. It's not finished, but it is started. And as you can see, there's still some air gaps all along in here. Now this back we're not too worried about. We're putting a rain gutter in. So that we're not worried about. And he wants to actually make some kind of a flip up door here. So if he has like long PVC pipes or anything long, he can run it in. And these are right above my head here is a shelf. So just a couple long pallets that'll hold things that have length. You can see all the beams in the main level. And then you got the, what we're calling the loft level is up there. And we already have the shelving because it came from our garage from our last home. So we're going to be putting shelving in this area here. Oh, I need to back up. None of this wood is screwed down yet, so we're not done yet. We just laid it down. It makes for a safer surface, and especially with his knee bothering him, we don't want anybody falling through because it is pretty high off the ground. So, but we're planning to shelf this side completely out, and that's going to be tools, things like the air compressor. We got multiple toolboxes to include an upright red metal one. And then this side will be things, maybe a mower, garden tools. What's nice about, we're not going to frame in or close in these pallets. We're going to put some pegboard up, but these pallets here, you see right here, I can store my garden tools in something like that. So that's kind of the thought process on that. But it's coming along. We have to tape all the seams. We're going to go over with tape that you would tape on your T-Vec. And that'll help keep any water from blowing in. And I really wanted to get this corner because all our rain blows this direction. So I wanted to get that corner covered, and I did. You hear the guineas? Told you they'd alarm soon. They're very predictable at times. Guineas! What, babies? What? Guineas! They're so funny. Alright guys, hope you like the update. So far nobody has come back in heat. It's early yet. We probably won't see any heat cycles till the last week of November if someone's not bred. So right now they're enjoying their breakfast. I filled all their hay buckets and I put hay inside their shelters in case it rains, so it's breakfast time for these guys. I swear some of these girls look like they're putting on weight already, especially Oreo. She'd only be roughly less than a month, but she's put some weight on already. I'm trying to watch them closely, and I'm really worried about Bella. Bella gets picked on. There's no other way to put it. Everybody headbutts Bella, and I'm afraid if they hit her tummy area, her baby area, that she could end up losing her babies if she's pregnant. Good morning, Miss Nala. Good morning, baby. This goat's come so far, guys. She's come so far. Look at her. She could see her hip bones showing. That's because she's still nursing. She could use a little weight. It doesn't matter what this looks like. I feel bones, you know what I'm saying? If I can feel bones, like those hip bones, then I want to see some weight on her. She is slowly weaning Nala, not Nala. This is Nala. She's weaning that little pistol over there. So she is slowly weaning her. We hardly ever see anybody nursing. So, and if we don't see a total wean within 2 months, we will have to put medical tape on their teats to let them dry out before they get into their advanced pregnancies. Oreo, you are one big mama this year. I said to Jim, I gotta wonder if we're seeing the weight gain now, could she be carrying multiples? Hey, girls. Bella can be aggressive too. And they get hay twice a day. And they get this bowl here is over half full of grain, plus the babies get fed separate. So there's only 4 adults eating out of that dish as a norm. Look at this. She don't care about breakfast. She just wants her scratchies. She wants her lovies. Such a sweet baby. She has gotten so sweet, I can't even tell you. When we went to pick her up, she almost hung herself on her lead because she was tied out just to get away from humans. And now look at her. It's all about, you know, spending quality time, sitting, talking, earning their trust. We did feed her out of our hands when she would come eat out of our hands. And then over time, we just started laying hands on her like this, letting her know our touch is a good touch. It's a gentle touch. I hope we have some successful babies from her this year. This is the mama that gave birth to Simba, and she also gave birth to a stillborn. So we're hoping for something special this year again. Simba's pretty darn special, guys. I gotta tell you, that little spotted butt of hers. Look at how fat she is. No, she's not bred. She's just a fat baby. Now, they are 6 months old. Her and Carmela are 6 months old. There's only 5 days between them. And they're both nursing. But let me tell you, she must nurse more. She's caught up in growth. She's not quite as long lengthwise. I never thought she would be, though. And she is a chunky monkey. She's got some weight on her. Even, look at this. And no, she's not pregnant. She's got a full belly. She's just eaten a ton this morning already. She's got a full belly. You little piggy. Because she uses her horn to scratch her back. That's one of the benefits to a goat having horns. But the downfall is a possible injury to another goat, getting caught on fences, and hurting the owners unintentionally. She's the one gorged. She's the one hit me with one of the tips of the horn, and I had a bruise that hurt for 2 weeks. Look at this. Are you coming for more? You're such a sweet baby. You're a sweet baby. Look at her. All right, I've rambled long enough. Here comes the baby. Hi, Simba. Good morning. You want to come say good morning? Come here. Let's see if I can get down to her level. Come on, Simba. Simba. Come on, baby. Come on, that's my girl. There. Come here. Oh, we don't want to see that. Mama's peeing. Come here, girl. Come here. Hi, Simba. None of my babies are shy. They all like their share of attention. Yes, my girl. Look at this ear. It's so cute. This is going to be a long video, but how often do you get to enjoy? Look at her. She's like, oh, that feels good. But look at her colors, guys. She is, to us, this is spectacular colors for a goat. That's why one of the reasons she's being kept, besides we fell in love and she's spoiled rotten and all that yada yada stuff, you know. All right, guys, I hope you liked the update. Take care and God bless.